battery's out because I'm rewiring this thing here. I'm rewiring this with this cable's been working okay, but it's not giving me the right amperage for charging. Bluefix Solutions told me that, so they sold me some cable. So there's a big battery out, big baby. She's massive, she is. Does a hell of a job. So excuse the mess. Here we go. So here's the front of the cab, all wiring. I've been under the cab already, starting to do stuff. So here's the new cabling going in. So this is a damn sight thicker. If I show you the cable it was in. So this was the cable it was in. Okay, and it was working okay to a point. No, I can't get a focus on that. Don't know why that's not focusing. Anyway, that working okay to a point, but compared to this new cable, which is this one here, there's no comparison really. So there's a cable there and there. So lovely day, absolutely gorgeous day. Hey, beautiful day. I haven't got my glasses on because I'm doing the van at the moment. So today is a van day and clean up day. Beautiful day though. And yeah, see how we go. I've also done a bit of upgrading on the back. Tidying up. So what I've done is I've repainted the tow bar, and hopefully that's going to be okay. There you are. You can see it looks nice and clean and shiny. It's all its things up all the way across. Nice. Anyway, I'll show you when it's all finished, and hopefully working fine. So speak to you soon. But tomorrow is going to be a day, hopefully, going out with a drone. If it's like this tomorrow, I'm going to go to Portcasso and to St Merrose and do some drone footage while the weather's nice. And probably next week or so, I'm going to take the awning down. Well, I've got some visitors coming this weekend. Amy and Paul, looking forward to seeing you Sunday. I am on duty the whole 4 days you're here though, but I'm looking forward to seeing you, really am. Running these cables ain't easy, but it's something that's needed. As much as I get stuck in, I'm doing it over here now. So just snipping some of these cable ties. Make it. I've got to go all the way round to here, rightly, all the way round to here and back around, because here we've got the exhaust manifold and the reflection plate, which is protecting our cables from any heat, thankfully. But I've still got to get around here and into there. I've added some armoured cable protection to stop the heat getting to the cable. Although it's got protection around it already. And then you can start seeing the insulation on here, which helps. And then there's insulation on both of them now. Go through. I have put the power cable in an armoured cable to protect it if there's any stone chips flipping up or anything like that. So it's been a busy afternoon at Earl's Epic Adventure. What I've had to do today is, which I explained before, it was a bit of a messy job.
but when I first installed all my extra pieces of kit, i.e. my camera system up there, and when I rewired some of the wire at the back, excuse the mess in here at the moment, it's a little bit messy, I went online and I got through eBay this piece of cabling. So there you are. These are what I crimp. Okay, these are battery terminals. So this cable was insufficient to give me a charge. So when I was charging through the vehicle's smart battery, it was actually giving me probably 10 to 15 amps. That's all. Now it's a 30 amp charger. And although the vehicle alternator is a smart alternator, which the battery charger takes into account. Anyway, what I did is I changed everything. And what is it? Here it is. So I've taken out my energy and I've rewired it. So I've taken this cable out and I've replaced it with this cable here. Look at the thickness difference. Look at that. So that's what I put in and that's what I've taken out. And I'll tell you what, it's made a hell of a difference. So that's the Fogstar 460 amp drift leisure battery, which is a lithium battery. Absolute beast of a battery. Costs quite a lot, but you know what? Don't get battery anxiety. I put my own fuses in here, so I've got some more additional points here to use, which is brilliant. I've also put in so this is for my pure sine wave inverter. I made it click then, I don't know why. So that then makes that come on there, which is absolutely fabulous piece of kit. So that's my pure sine wave 3000 watt inverter. There's the battery. All the terminals now are on. I've got fuses I've put in here. Tripped fuses, 40 amp there. That's going to the positive of the alternator through the charger. And that is actually working brilliant. So getting rid of this cable and upgrading to that cable actually was bought from Bluefix Solutions, who are actually well known on Instagram and YouTube. Now Bluefix, I contacted them last year after I fitted this, and I couldn't program the charger to the battery properly. So I phoned him up one night and I said, look, about 6 o'clock at night, and he says, come round and see me tomorrow. I'm out having a meal with the family at the moment. So I turned up at Hereford the following morning, parked overnight. I was in Mid Wales at the time, and I got there and they were absolutely brilliant. So what they did is they sold me the cable and the fuses, which is brilliant. Told me my setup was good, but the cable wasn't sufficient that I had. That's why they sold me that cable, and they told me what I needed to do. And I've done that now, and I'll tell you now, it's working a dream. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the engine on. Let's turn the engine on. So that's the engine on. It should pick up my charger now. There we are. So it's picking up my charger and it's giving me, so before I was getting 15 amps maximum, but now it's giving me absolutely everything I need. They are 30.5 amps and I've only got it on tick over. I've got 457 amps of voltage in my Fogstar at the moment, and it's clearly working perfectly. So I'm now happy. As you can see, if I go down here, the Bluetooth battery, Bluetooth connection at the top left hand side is lit up. At the bottom there, you can see it saying it's got voltage through power.
Now I was considering putting a 50 amp Victron charger in here as well on top of that to give me 80 amps, but you know what, it doesn't need it. It really doesn't. And the other one would be the non-isolated sort, so it would have been having to connect it to the chassis and put it in.
I don't need any more than that. I mean, that is actually doing everything I need it to do. I'm not sure if you can see that very well. But there you are. So, yeah, I'm happy with this. So Fogstar Drift is definitely the best battery that I've come across. It's British made in, I think it's Worcester, and it's a fantastic company. Their customer support is brilliant. But yeah, so the van's looking good. It's all tidy. I can put everything back together now. Turn this thing off here. Turn it off. So that gives me power there, down here, when I'm off grid. I'd like to say you'll be aware that I had a bit of a mishap yesterday. I'll turn the engine off first, I'll tell you. This turns off. Yeah, so I had a bit of a mishap yesterday. Lovely day still, you know. The only thing is my vehicle's in the shade here, look at it. It's in the shade, but it's good to protect the vehicle, so that's fine. But look at it out here, beautiful. Yeah, so I had a bit of a mishap yesterday. I was actually cutting the hedge over here. Yeah, this hedge here. Look at this side. Not many vehicles on at the moment, but next week it gets really busy. So I was cutting here, just over there, on the other side, when all of a sudden I'd hit a wasp nest, and they came out while I was in the hedge and they stung the back of my head. I've got several sting bumps on the back of my head and one on the side still. And I screamed, I shouted, fuck, 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 fuck. Excuse the French. I jumped that fence there, ran down here, slapping the top of my head. When I got down here, let's Phil. When I got down here, Ruth was stood outside. She wondered what the hell to do, so I just ran in. She, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? Really, really helpful though. So I put my head under cold tap, and she got some cream out for me. But yeah, they laughed at me. They did. She said she wished she'd been filming it, and it would have looked hilarious, to be fair. Let's see if she's about, so I can tell her off on camera. If she's about, I'm going to tell her off. Is Ruth about? I want to tell you off for laughing at me yesterday. Although you were helpful, you laughed at me in my minute of need. Hello there, you. What? Hello, Ruth. Is that you, Ruth? Oh, you, Ruth. Hello. How are you? Hello. Sausages. Sausages. Yeah, so I'm just explaining to people that know me how cruel you were, supportive you were to me.
I am just how supportive I wasn't.
Yeah, you were very supportive. I've just explained how I ran down here slapping my head.
It was funny. It was very, very funny. Not the bit about him getting stung. I hope I'm looking in the right place.
You are.
It was the
There's no need for that. Well, yeah, she's bossy, but she's nice, and she's great to work with. Her handful, lots. Anyway, I'll leave it to it. But they're great here, and apart from getting stung, I've loved it here. And where's Philip? Is Philip on? Oh, I've got something for Phil. I've got one of his tools. Better give one of his tools back. So look. Here's a tool. Don't say I'm the tool. There's a tool. So I've used this today. Brilliant. It's Phil in there now. Phil, can I give you these back, mate? Have you locked up? Thank you, sir. He's not saying much. He's not camera shy.
Much appreciated.
You're welcome. See you later, bud.
See ya.
He's camera shy. He's absolutely camera shy. No, he's not. No, he's not. Anyway, the van's good. I'm okay. Tomorrow I'm going to have a day out, hopefully with a drone. I've got the drone charging at the moment. But if you like the video so far, like and subscribe. I appreciate that. And I will speak to you all again soon. Have a good night, everybody. Bye from Merrose Farm.